Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video what we're going to do is we are going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. It is finally out, Samsung's top range foldable smartphone. And in this video we are going to be talking about the top 5 features of this foldable smartphone. So let's dive in and get started right away. Now if you have not reserved or pre-ordered the phone, there's going to be some links down below you can click to get the best possible deals through your pre-ordering process. So the very first thing I want to talk about has to do with the displays. As you know, there's going to be 2 displays, an exterior display and an interior display. This time around, both displays have a 120 Hz refresh rate. So that means both of these displays are going to have clear and responsive motion. With the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 from last year, only the inner display had 120 Hz. Now, like I said, we have 120 Hz on both of these smartphones, and that for me was a huge deal. In fact, that was the reason I did not use the Fold 2 as a daily driver. But now with Fold 3, both displays are going to be in harmony. It's going to be way better. So that's number one, 120 Hz everywhere. Now the next thing that's pretty important is the overall durability of the phone has been increased. First and foremost, on the outside panel, the back panel and the front screen are using the latest Gorilla Glass Victus. So you're going to have rock solid durability. And on top of that, the aluminum in which we have the hinge is now protected by Armor aluminum, which is 10% stronger again from last year's Fold 2. So the phone's frame and the phone's hinge are going to be better protected. It doesn't stop there. The other thing that has improved in durability is the inner screen. The inner screen now is going to be 80% more durable than last year's Fold 2, which is incredible. Now this is known as the ultra thin glass that they're using on the inside display. What they did was they added additional protection by adding layers into that screen to make it even more durable, which is going to be necessary for the third top feature that I'm about to talk about, and that's going to be the S Pen. So the S Pen finally makes its way to the Samsung Galaxy Fold series. If you're not familiar with the S Pen is a writing and sketching tool that literally allows you to write as if you're writing on a piece of paper. If you're an artist, a creative person, you can literally draw a masterpiece. Now, it coming to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 means that you have access to a larger canvas. With the Samsung Galaxy Note series and the S21 series, the screens are large and you can do a lot of stuff on those screens, but the larger the canvas, the better for the artist or even for the note taker. Perhaps you're a student, you want to take some notes. Maybe you're a journalist, you want to take some notes. The fact that you have a larger display to write the S Pen on is going to give you great satisfaction if you are into that kind of thing. For me, it is absolutely essential, and appreciate the big screen. Now real quick, I mentioned that the screen is more durable. Part of the reason it is more durable is the new S Pen. You don't want the display to get damaged as you're writing on it with the S Pen. And that's the reason they had to enhance that display and make it even more durable so it does not get any damage from the S Pen. The only thing you want to make sure is the S Pen that you use must be designed for the Z Fold 3. If you use an S Pen from your Note phone and try to write on the actual Fold 3's display, it might damage the display. Make sure you use the Fold Edition S Pen or the S Pen Pro designed for the Fold 3. And I do want to let you know, again, with the S Pen, you also get access to a whole bunch of software functionality. It doesn't just give you the ability to write and sketch. You can browse the phone with the S Pen. You can access specific features with the S Pen, and if your S Pen is Bluetooth enabled, you are able to use it as a remote control to actually control the phone with your S Pen. You can press the button to play, to pause, go to the next track for music. You can browse through your photos. You can go to the next photo by tapping on the button once or double tap it to go to the previous photo. All that stuff is coming to the Z Fold 3. All the S Pen glory is being transferred. So that's number 3, the S Pen phenomena. Now, the next thing that's very important, again, this one happens to be very important for me, is the IPX8 water resistance. The phone is water resistant. You can actually submerge this phone 1.5 meters deep, and it can stay in that depth for 30 minutes, and you're not going to get any water damage. So if you're out in the rain, nothing's going to happen. Accidental splash of water, nothing's going to happen. That is great. And the fact that they were able to do that, even with that hinge mechanism in there, is pretty amazing. Now, one thing you want to note, it is IPX8. 8 stands for water resistance, but the X stands for dust resistance. And X in this case means 0. So the phone is not going to have any dust resistance, but it's going to have water resistance, which in my opinion is more important, because from personal experience, my phone has been exposed to water way more than dust. In fact, it never has been exposed to dust. And by dust, I mean you go to the beach, there's some sand, your phone falls in the sand. Other phones are protected, but this one is not, but it can go into the water. So that's number 4, water resistance. Final thing, the under display camera. Now this one is a little bit tricky. It's a top feature, and also it is not a very good feature, because the camera itself is only 4 megapixels on the inside screen. What makes it a nice feature is it kind of disappears as you're watching movies, browsing the web, or doing whatever. So it gives you that total immersion, and it is a new technology. So this thing is hidden under the camera. You can see it in some angles as a pixelated circle, but many times it just disappears. Now, the good part is, even though it is a 4 megapixel selfie camera, you don't really need it, because on the outside, you already have a regular high quality 10 megapixel selfie camera. So you can just use that for selfies, and the interior camera can stay unused. Just enjoy the fact that you get that full immersion. It's not perfect, but it's one of the features of this phone. So those are the top 5 features of this phone, in my opinion. Again, 120 hertz, a durable design, enhanced durability all around. You got the S Pen, water resistance, and the under display camera. Now, personally, I loved the Fold 2. So this one, I'm going to give it a try as my daily driver. And so far, I'm loving what I'm seeing. If anything changes, there'll be some update videos to let you guys know. But so far, so good. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know if you bought the phone or not. And if you did, what color, what size, why did you buy it? Did you upgrade from the Note 20 Ultra? Drop those comments down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?